Hello and welcome back to the Satoshi Society YouTube channel. My name is AJ, one of the hosts here. And today I want to update you with the charts. I want to update you on what I am doing currently with that short position, which if you've been following the channel, you will know that I opened because I opened it live with you on the show. So yeah, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you can follow more trades like mine. And yeah, smash a like on this video as well, please. I would really appreciate it. Really helps the channel out. And yeah, as I said, I would really appreciate it. So jumping straight on into the charts then, if I just share my screen with you, we can see that Bitcoin is getting a slight reaction, bearish reaction to the resistance that it did come into. And this is, of course, what we shorted. So as we can see here, I do have that short position open and it is currently in about 3.44% profit. And I'm expecting this to show us a lot more profits, bring us a lot more profits, because I am expecting the price to pull back further than it already has. So if you've been watching, you will know, as I said, we entered this short, and the reason I entered this short is because there is a big cluster of resistance coming in. So we have this ascending parallel channel, as we can see right here between those white lines. We've tested the resistance a few times and we have seen rejections of that. We've tested the support and found nice support along that as well. We've respected it very well and we continue to respect this level. We also have the golden pocket, which is the 0.618 and the 0.66 coming in at approximately $20,970 and $21,180. That's coming in from this previous swing high to the swing low here. And yeah, as I said, this is going to be resistance as well. So there's a cluster of resistance there. And to top that all off, we also have a bearish divergence as well. So if we bring up the RSI indicator, we can see on the price action chart, we are getting higher highs, but on the RSI, we are getting lower lows. So that is why I have entered this short position. And as I said, we are getting that bearish reaction from this resistance level, from this bearish divergence as well. As you can see, we are seeing that price pull back a little bit. So what am I looking at now? What am I expecting the price to do? Well, right now, I still expect the price to pull back. That is why I'm still within this short position, because I'm expecting it to print more. And there is a possibility maybe that we could come back up and test this resistance, maybe for a third retest, and potentially form a triple top. And the reason I think that's a possibility is because we could potentially be coming into this mid-range, which, as you can see right here, has acted as support previously. The mid-range of the parallel channels do tend to act as support and resistance, but we're coming into that mid-range, and there is a possibility that we could form a bullish divergence, a slight bullish divergence. So maybe we form a higher high on the Bitcoin price action chart, but on the RSI, it looks we're getting quite close to this previous low here. So maybe we could form a lower low on that RSI as well, so forming a bullish divergence there, and then maybe we could see the price push up again, testing that resistance level. But initially, my plan of action is to still short this area here. So the story is still the same. I think we are going to see the price retrace from this resistance level here down to potentially the bottom of the parallel channel at the support. So yeah, that's one sort of idea. That's one sort of idea that I'm looking at. But there is a possibility that we could just ignore that and move straight down, break that the mid-range of the parallel channel, and then come all the way down to the support level. That is a possibility as well. So I am sort of looking at those as the ideas. But as I said, if we do come up again, I'm still going to be shorting this area here. I still think that it's a very strong resistance level, and the likelihood of it is that the price will come down to the support at the bottom of the parallel channel. So that's what I am looking at. We also have the DXY as well. That is going to open up tonight. That is a very major support right now. We have this blue major support box here, which we can see we are currently bouncing off, previous support here, resistance there, and resistance there as well. So the DXY for me is looking bullish. We also have this descending parallel channel. We're bouncing off that support as well. And we also have hidden bullish divergences as well. As you can see, higher highs on the price action chart and lower lows on the RSI. So we are forming that hidden bullish divergence on the DXY. So for me, the DXY is actually looking pretty bullish, and I do expect the DXY to come up to the mid range, maybe use that as resistance, but initially break above that. And if it does break above that, we would most likely come up to the resistance back at 113 dollars for that DXY. And we could actually look at this descending parallel channel as potentially a bull flag as well, taking it from a flagpole here. And if we were to get a break towards the upside, we could see much higher prices on that DXY. But if we zoom out, we can actually see we do have a big resistance level coming in as well with this white upwards trending trend line here. You can see that we've used that as multiple as resistance multiple times, so I would expect that to come in as resistance as well. But for me, the DXY is looking bullish, Bitcoin is looking bearish. So the thesis for me is still to short this. It's still to short this area because there's a cluster of resistance, DXY cluster of support, bouncing off that support, Bitcoin getting a bearish reaction, negative reaction from this resistance here, this cluster of resistance. So for me, the idea is to just short, and that is why I'm holding this short position that I did open live for you the other day. Now, there is a possibility that we could actually hold support at the value area high as well. As you can see right here, we did use the value area high of this range here. If we just get rid of the RSI, there we go. There we go. So yeah, the value area high also acts as support as well, and we can see it previously here. We've used it as support, bounced up, and this is the exact same scenario that I'm looking at. So we have shorted this area previously. If you've been following the channel, you will know that we shorted this area. And will that want to come on? No. No, so I don't have that. I deleted that analysis. But basically, we had a golden pocket coming in with in this vicinity as well. And this was another area that I shorted. We also shorted this area here. And we were seeing the exact same thing that we are seeing now. We've got only very slightly, but initially still a higher high on that price action chart. And then if we come to the RSI, we can see that we were forming lower lows. So that was a bearish divergence. We were coming into a cluster of resistance there. And the exact same thing is happening. We've formed that high. We came down, tested that value area high support, bounced, made a higher high, bearish divergence. The price came back down to the value area high, used it as slight support before breaking below it and then using it as resistance. And then we saw the price pull back to the value area low, as you can see, hitting it to the exact dollar right there. So this is the scenario that I'm looking at now. And this is what I think is going to happen. I do think we are going to get a rejection from here because it's looking very, very similar, almost identical, just a little bit bigger. As you can see right there, we've had that high, pulled back, tested the value area high, and then pushed towards the upside, making that higher high. And then on the RSI, we're forming that lower low. So we've got that bearish divergence. We have the cluster of resistance. So I'm expecting the price to pull back to value area high. If we break that, then the likelihood of it is that we will most likely come down to value area low. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. So I am shorting Bitcoin. Obviously, the invalidation would be a break above this cluster of resistance here. If we've got a break above that, that would be the invalidation for me. But I am expecting this trade to play out, and hopefully it plays out really nicely. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. Max says, what do you think of Dogecoin? Right now, Dogecoin, with Elon Musk buying Twitter and him being a very big fan of Dogecoin, potentially we could see Dogecoin being implemented into Twitter, which will be quite exciting. I do think it could be something really good to trade. So I will after this live, I'll look at Dogecoin because I know it's pumped 100%. I think over the course of 24 hours, was it? Or I'm not too sure. I haven't really been keeping up with it, but it pumped 100%. So maybe there's some good shorts in for there because nothing can keep going up forever. There's always going to be a pullback. So maybe there's a short there, but I will look at that after and bring that to the next live stream. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've got for you today. I want to keep it short because it's a Sunday. I'm sure everyone's getting up to things on Sunday. So as I said, I'm still in this short. I'm still looking for that price to pull back. And yeah, of course, I will keep you updated with this trade as well as it progresses. If it invalidates, and if it brings us a lot of profit as well. I will also potentially be adding to this short position as well if we do see the price pull back form some sort of consolidation, maybe a bear flag, and that breaks towards the downside, I would add more capital into this short position. And yeah, that's what I'll be looking for if we do see that. But right now, just shorting, just waiting to see if we're going to get this reaction towards the downside. So that's what I'm doing. DXY is going to open tonight, and that is looking bullish for me. So be careful if you are looking for long positions. People are getting really, really excited when the price pushes towards the upside, but you've just got to remember we need to break these resistance levels to get bullish, to become bullish, really. And for me, I'm not going to get bullish until we sort of break 22,700. That's the level that I'm looking at. If we can break that, yes, I will start to get bullish. But up until around 22,700, maybe even 25,000, I am still going to be bearish because there's a lot of resistance coming in. The DXY is still very, very high and looks as though it wants to push towards the upside. And, everything that's going on in the world at the moment as well, it's not looking too good. So for me, the idea is to just continue to short, taken 4 or 5 shorts over the past 2 months. 4 of them are played out really nicely. I think we've only had 1 losing trade. But yeah, shorting has been playing out really nicely for me, so I'm going to continue to short. So yeah, if you enjoyed this content and if you enjoy these trades that I am bringing you and want to continue seeing these trades that I'm bringing you, then please make sure you subscribe if you are new and smash that like button as well. I would really appreciate it if you could just smash that like button. It's free and yeah, helps the channel out a lot. So thank you very much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next live tomorrow. Thank you.